behind the bar.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Pick 6 with John and Nik.
I'm John.
I am Nik. John, we are already in week 4.
Wow.
I can't. Where is the season already go? I feel like it's going to be Thanksgiving next week.
Is it next week?
I wish.
Oh, that would have been nice. Some
3
stuffing.
days of work. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I got stuffed last week.
Oh, man. What was your record last week?
1-2.
Oh, I was 1-2 as well. Overall, I am 4-6.
Ooh, sad face, frown face. Can we get a frown face on the screen? So they say the NFL is a copycat league, and first the spread offense came to the NFL. Now they're copying the point spreads. For the first time in 32 years this weekend, there are 2 teams favored by 20-plus points.
20-plus points.
20-plus points.
One is the New England Patriots. Surprise, surprise. And can you name the other one? I mean, I'm sure you can because you probably looked it up.
Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys. But who are they playing?
They're
Miami
playing
Dolphins.
the Dolphins.
So,
yeah.
obviously.
Not a lot of money line Dolphins bets this season, probably.
No, I feel like my high school team could beat them.
Lock of the week!
Lock of the week!
All right,
no,
John.
I'm just kidding.
Let's get into this week. We got a lot of stuff to cover for you guys, and we're ready to rock and roll. I am starting off this week.
Ooh.
Coming in hot, John. You know what I got?
What do you got? Give
The
it to me.
risky pick of the week!
Oh, Nik takes it
First pick of the week. First pick of the week.
Man, I
Risky
love
pick
it.
of the
I
week.
love it. I love it.
We're going to Athens, Georgia. We have Notre Dame versus Georgia. Brian Kelly is the top 5 college football coach. Kirby Smart gets a lot better players, but I like Notre Dame to cover in this game. I think Georgia will win it. They got a good defense. They got a young defense. But they haven't played anybody. In typical SEC fashion, they haven't played anyone yet. Notre Dame's been tested a little bit more. I don't think they have the guys to win. Notre Dame 5-0 straight up the last 5 road games. They haven't played teams as good as Georgia, but there's they don't play good on the road. Basically, I'm looking at Brian Kelly to not lose by 14. So for that reason, give me the risky pick of the week. Notre Dame fighting average plus 14.
Count it. All right. So I'm going to go to what could be like a second risky pick of the week. Poor Drew Brees is out for about 6 weeks. I just feel like nobody gives Teddy Bridge over troubled water the credit that he deserves. He played well in Minnesota before he got injured. And I'm sure he's been behind Drew Brees for the last, year and a half, maybe?
Yeah, he could have gone to the Dolphins to be the starter there, and he decided
to go and try and follow in the footsteps of Drew Brees. So I feel like he learned the system very well. You still have Alvin Kamara. Seattle's at home. They barely squeaked out a win over the Steelers last week, who are not good. I don't know if you all know that. The Steelers are terrible and will not be good at all this year. Anyway, I digress. But, so for that reason, give me the New Orleans Saints plus 4 at Seattle. Count it!
Teddy Two Gloves stepping in.
Loving him.
All right, I'm going to go to my total. We are going to Austin, Texas. We have the Oklahoma State Cowboys versus the Texas Longhorns. I'm taking under 73 in this game.
That's a lot of points.
Mike Gundy versus Tom Herman. I'm a man! I'm a man! That's what Mike Gundy says. We know he's a man. 20 of Texas's last 26 matchups against Big 12 opponents have gone under. Fun fact. They beat the living crap out of Rice last week. And I like Ellinger. He runs, he passes. I just don't see this thing hitting 73 points. Oklahoma is a little bit down this year. They have a new quarterback who's not the typical gunslinger, the Mason Rudolph, if you will. That's on the Steelers now. Of old. So I think Texas actually runs away with this game. Oklahoma State, Texas has gone under 6 out of 7 last times they played at Texas. For that reason, give me the under Oklahoma State versus Texas under 73.
Count it! All right, I'm going to stick to college football for my over-under. I haven't talked much about them, but you know how I like my UCF Knights, right?
Yeah, charge on.
Let's go. So we're going to stick with them this year. We're going to stick with them this week in college football. They're playing Pitt. I think it's a little bit of a low over-under for me. The UCF has not covered the over-under, has gone under in 9 of their last 13. So as my good co-host said just a little bit before we came on, they are overdue. So give me...
is this the L word?
Give me as the Lock of the Week. Yes!
Lock of the Week.
Give me UCF and Pitt over 61.5. Count it.
All right, last pick of the week. I'm going to my favorite. I'm sticking by my guns here. I'm going to Cleveland. Not to take the Browns. I'm taking the Rams -3 as my favorite.
You love taking the Rams.
Look, Cleveland played a Monday night against a third-string quarterback. I think Jared Goff's going to look like Dan Marino from Techno Super Bowl, just throwing them all over him. That's what he's going to look like to the Browns defense. I know they played good against the Jets. Le'Veon Bell played quarterback a few steps for the Jets. Come on. So they're going to be tired. They're on short rest. The Rams do have to travel. Not too worried about it. 3 points is not a lot to lay. 2-0 against the spread and 6-0 against the spread. Last 6 regular season games are the Rams.
Okay.
Little fun fact there. And my last stat here, Baker Mayfield. I like Baker Mayfield. He's a fun guy. He's a gunslinger. You know what gunslingers do? They throw a lot of picks.
interceptions.
Yeah, he currently has twice as many interceptions as touchdowns.
Oh.
And I think they have too many mouths to feed. I think they got too many personalities. We saw them throwing a lot in the fourth quarter, which is weird. Up by 20-something against the Jets with no quarterback. But I also really like the Rams. I like them to cover this. I think they'll win by a touchdown at least. So give me the Los Angeles Rams -3 at Cleveland.
Count it. I am going back to college football, so I've got 2 college football picks this week because I have not lost except for week 1. So I feel like college football.
Interesting stat. John hasn't lost a college football game since week 1, which is 2 weeks ago.
3. Oh, okay. Anyway, so I said I wasn't going to choose this team until they prove themselves, and I think in the last 2 games they proved themselves. So I'm going back to my home state in Missouri and taking Mizzou because, first of all, Kelly Bryant's looking good, right? After giving up 31 points in the first game, they've only given up 1 touchdown in the last 2 games. Granted, we're not going to talk about the opponents that they played against, but they've only let up 7 points. So that's a stat in enough of itself anyway. You got Kelly Bryant, like I said, and Barry Odom. I mean, this guy, he says, defense wins championships. I just read it. Something like that. Hold on.
You'd think he'd be more than 1 game over 500 with that kind of...
Well, it's only 3. It's only 3.
It's like 25 and 24 career record.
What the... Oh, well. Barry Odom. Barry Odom has got this defense like a brick wall.
Yeah, they haven't lost in 2 weeks.
The defense?
Yeah.
Barry Odom has got this defense like a brick wall, and they are going to shut down the South Carolina Gamecocks. So go ahead and give me Mizzou -9 against South Carolina Gamecocks. Count it!
I feel like we're overdue for the illustrious combined 6-0 week.
Undefeated.
We want it.
We want it.
Help us help you. Make sure to subscribe to Handlebar TV on YouTube. Follow us at Handlebar_TV on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Let us know who you got.
Yes.
Let us know if our picks suck or if they're really good or if they maybe make you some money.
Money.
That's all for the show.
Week 4 in the books.
Week 4 in the books, baby. Count them.
All right. We'll see you.
Pick 6 with John and Nik.
I'm John.
I'm Nik. See you next week.
Peace.